everyone, I'm Lauren. I'm back again with another video. This time I'm continuing on with the Game Collection, videos series for 2023, yay! This time going over the GBA games that are in the collection. Woo. With the Game Boy Advance, this is a system that I have a little bit of a nostalgia for, but honestly, not too much. I did get a Game Boy Advance SP as a kid, and we didn't end up being able to get many games for it, so some of the games weren't really that great, so whatever. But Devin, on the other hand, he has a lot more games for the system, and he got a lot more use out of the Game Boy Advance than I certainly did as a kid. So this is another one of those cases where most of these are going to be his childhood games, and I'm not really going to be able to say a whole lot about them. Like with the Game Boy and Game Boy Color collection, it's not one that I've been focusing on that much. Just I've been focusing on other things. As well, these are not going to be in any particular order. I'll try to group related series together if I can, but you know how Game Boy Advance games are, they're so small and they slide all over the place, so trying to keep in order to them is a little bit difficult. But yeah, let's just get on to the games. First, I'll start off with the boxed copies. Like with the Game Boy Color collection, I I don't really go after boxed copy games of GBA games. I mean, I don't really collect it that actively anyway, but if I was, I would not be going after box because, oh my god, it's so expensive. There are a few that we have here though. Most of these are Japanese because, hey, they're way cheaper in Japan. So here we go. First off here, it's something like Gyakaku Sendan 3 or something like that. I can't quite remember how to say the Japanese name, but basically Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The third one probably, or maybe not. I don't remember how these are structured, but if you didn't know, the first however many Phoenix Wright games were on the GBA. I've not played the this version of it. I have played some of the Phoenix Wright games in English. They're just kind of fun, puzzly, visual novel, courthouse. Take that. Objection. Like that kind of thing. It's really silly. I do need to play more of them in the series though. I have not played a lot of them. Okay, next one here is Dragon Quest Caravan Heart. Or is Dragon Quest Monsters? Yeah, Dragon Quest Monsters Caravan Heart, I believe. Dragon Quest Monsters is one of Devin's favorite series. So hey, it's a Dragon Quest Monsters game. This one did not come out in English, but I believe there's a fan patch. Other than that, I don't know much about it, so can't really say a lot. And then next we have a Japanese version of Golden Sun. This is another series that Devin really likes. Yeah, turn-based RPG with genies and combining them to get different powers or something. I don't quite remember exactly. I've only played a little bit of the first one, not this version, but because this is Japanese, I did not play the Japanese version. And it seems interesting, but it seems a little bit difficult without a guide. Devin really likes all the games in the series, so I'll probably give it another go at some point. And the last box game that we have is Yggdrasil Union. This one is mine, well, I purchased, I should say, and I've only played a little bit of this, and I tried to play it in university, and this is not the kind of game you want to play when you have lots of busy, like, hectic classes and homework and stuff. It's a tactics RPG, but it also has cards, and I just remember being very confused. I don't even think I finished the first battle or something like that. I was just like, what's going on? I think there's like a version coming out for the Switch, maybe Asian only, or maybe not, I don't remember, but there's definitely a version of this on the PSP as well, which I think has an easier mode, so I might try that instead at some point. And then I have a few copies. They are not boxed, but I have them in DS cases, and I don't really feel like taking them out and putting them back in again. But regardless, we have Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and another, well, they're both Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, both of these two. One's Japanese, one's in English. And this one, we bought it like this with this cover, and this is the cover for Final Fantasy Tactics on the PS1, not Tactics Advance, so that's very strange. Regardless, Devin is a really big like strategy RPG fan. He really likes Final Fantasy Tactics, like all of them, I think. I don't actually know if he's played the first one or not, but he's definitely played Advanced and Tactics E2, I think it's called, on the DS. He's really liked them. Tactics, Final Fantasy. I have not played this one. I have played the original a little bit, and it's so difficult, so I am not as good about strategy RPGs as he is. Then this one is another one of like I purchased type of ones. I don't know why I only wrote Harry Potter 3. It's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is a game that I had as a kid, and I really, really liked it. It's basically my first introduction to not tactics RPGs, turn-based RPGs. So, and it's actually, from what I remember, a pretty decent turn-based RPG. Like, it's made for kids, so it's not that difficult. But hey, with licensed games, that's pretty darn good. So I really enjoyed it. This is not the original copy I had in here. I don't know where the original copy went. I just bought another one. It was not that expensive, thankfully, so yay. The last one I have in one of these DS cases is Golden Sun 2, the Japanese version, which I don't know what it's called in English off the top of my head, but I'll find it later in this pile. Again, Devin really likes the Golden Sun games. I've not played the second one. Loose game time. I don't know what's what and where's where, so we're just gonna go through them. First up is BattleBots Beyond the Battle Box. Yeah, I don't know what this game is. This is actually a European copy, so I think Devin might have gotten this when he was in Europe one time. I don't know. BattleBots is like fighting bots tournament type of thing, so I'm guessing it's something to do with that. I have a bunch of random licensed stuff here. Lego Bionicle. I assume it has the Bionicles in it. Who knows what kind of game it is. Maybe it's an action-y, platformer-y type thing. I don't know. I have not played it. Probably won't play that one. I don't know. Unless it's actually good. Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clone Wars. I've heard this is not a very good game. Not from Devin, actually. I haven't heard it. I don't know what he thinks about this, but it doesn't have good ratings, though. I have not played this one either, so I can't really tell you much about it. And it's probably one I'm not going to be playing. My Kid's Challenger. I really don't know what kind of game this is, but hey, Spy Kids. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. You know, skateboarding around Tony Hawk on the Game Boy Advance. They could be decent. They could be bad. And I don't know. And hey, Spider-Man on the GBA. I have absolutely no idea about this one either. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. I think BMX is fancy bike trick stuff. Tony Hawk, but bikes? I don't know though. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Based off of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. I know nothing other than the property that it's based off of. Same goes with The Hobbit. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the things that I don't know much about, so hey, yeah, blasting through these. Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. I imagine this is probably a fighting game with Dragon Ball Z characters. That's my best guess, because most of them you're fighting. This one's a Japanese one, and oh god. I think this one is Gundam Seed Destiny? Maybe? I think this one is a like one-on-one fighting game. I think I've seen a little bit of this, but I'm not sure for sure, because I haven't looked too much into this one, and I haven't played it myself. But it's another one that I think Devin got in Japan one time. I've heard this one is actually, decent from what I recall. This one out of these I might actually play out of the more licensee type ones. Then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory World Championship Tournament 2005. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. Yu-Gi-Oh! You're playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. I haven't played it, but I imagine that's what it is. I don't know anything in specific. Play Yu-Gi-Oh! And this one is a more recent addition to the collection. And that is Dragon Ball Z collectible card game. Again, I don't know much about this, but it's Dragon Ball Z, and it says it's a collectible card game. So I imagine it's some sort of CCG, and you play cards. How it is, how it plays, I have no idea. Now we're left with ones that I might be able to say a bit more, perhaps. We have the Golden Sun game. Actually, this might be the first Golden Sun game. I don't know. It's in Japanese, but it's a Golden Sun game in Japanese. I don't know if the one I had in the case was 1 or 2 or not. I can't read it. But then we have the English copies here. Regular first game, Golden Sun, and Golden Sun, The Lost Age. So there you go. Again, Devin really likes these. I need to give it another shot. I got really stuck playing the first one. A Japanese copy of Metroid Fusion. I've not played Metroid Fusion yet, but, you know, Metroid, I feel like I've heard good things about this one. Although I think the Japanese version only has Japanese. There's some copies of various Metroid games that also have English, or only have English. I don't know. So I don't know how playable this one is for an English or not Japanese speaker, but you know, it's on my list of games that I really want to play. I have not played a whole lot of Metroid, so it's definitely a series in general I want to get to. Then we have some Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby. I have not played these particular ones, but I feel like I've heard good things about one or both of them in general from Pokemon fans. But it's Pokemon, catch Pokemon and stuff like that. I do really like the colored cases of the Pokemon games that are on carts like these. It's just so cool. Final Fantasy V Advance, Final Fantasy game. I don't know much about this particular one, though. I think this is the first time we got 5 in English. I don't remember if this is one of the ones where it has kind of a weird leveling system or not, but hey, Final Fantasy V. I hope to eventually play Final Fantasy games on the Pixel Remaster thing. I ordered a physical copy from PlayAsia, so we'll see about this game when I get to that on that collection. Sorry for the everything changed. My camera decided it was too bloody hot and turned off. And yeah, I had to change some settings and do this a different day, but getting back into it, I just have a few more Game Boy Advance games left to show, and they're all from the Fire Emblem series. It's one of Devin's favorite series. I don't know if it is the top series or not, but it's definitely up there. He likes strategy RPGs. I don't know if it's all of them that are in English, but we have a few English ones and a few Japanese ones. So the first Fire Emblem one I have here is Fire Emblem, just called Fire Emblem in English. I believe this was the first Fire Emblem game to come out in English. I imagine so, or else why would they just call it Fire Emblem? But yeah, I haven't played this one. I don't know much about it. I think Roy's in this one though. And then I don't know if this is the Japanese version of that game or not, but we also have a Japanese game, Fire Emblem game. I know Roy's on the cover for this. I can't quite I should have wrote it down, the title. It is in kanji, so it's like I can't read that, so I don't remember, but I'll put it on the screen or something. I'll figure it out. I'm sure it won't be too hard. And then the last Fire Emblem games I guess have is Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, the Sacred Stones, and then I'm pretty confident that this is the Japanese version of Sacred Stones. It has the same dragons. That's the only reason why I'm saying I'm confident. But anyway, Sacred Stones. This one I have tried. I know Devin really likes this one, and so maybe that's why he recommended it to me. I don't quite remember why. I started with this one, and it was too hard for me. I think I beat the first stage, but I'm not sure about the second one. I don't remember anything about the plot. I know that there's a bunch of blue-haired characters, and then I very quickly got stomped and just everybody's dead. And I'm pretty sure permadeath was just like, yep, there is permadeath, whether you like it or not. Pretty sure that was the thing. Either that or it didn't matter, I just got curb stomped anyway, so whatever. I would like to give this another shot at some point, but I think I need to up my general strategy RPG, like, knowledge, I don't know if experience, I guess, before I tackle this one again, or maybe look up a guide or something. I'm not sure, but this probably won't be the next Fire Emblem game that I play. It'll probably be like one of the 3DS ones or one of the Switch ones. So those are all the Game Boy Advance games that we currently have in our collection. Let me know, like, any of these your favorites and whatnot. Do you have favorite Game Boy Advance games, GBA games, whatever? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in another video. Bye!